And good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean. This is Sierra Kilo Prospecting. So we're back on our creek we were at last week and the week prior. I just kind of cut myself in a little trail rather than having to deal with the jungle that's going on. Brought my pack in. I'm gonna go back up, grab my sluice and some other tools. The truck's just a short stone's throw away. So anyways, we're gonna go back. We're working that same spot we were. I was pulling those halfway decent test pans out. We're gonna get our hand tools. We're gonna excavate this a little bit, and we're gonna see what we can do. So hopefully we get some good buckets ran today. Actually move some material and get a better picture of what's going on in this creek. So stick around. We'll find out. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but it is Horsefly City out here today. Anyways, so this is what we got into last week. Some of this old riverbed with bigger rocks in it. And that's where we got a little bit of gold. So we're pulling some buckets out of that, classifying them. Step down here, you can see what we got going on. So I'm gonna take that down to the sluice and run it. So yeah, wish me luck. All right, that's we got another bucket. So that first bucket ran pretty slow. Ended up having to rebuild my dam. And I'm sure you've noticed by now too. I'm not really looking for nuggets or anything in my classified material. This area is known for really fine gold. So I'm gonna leave that out here. Maybe the rains will clean it off, take a look at it later. Might find a specimen or two, but kind of highly doubt anything important's hanging out in there. So anyways, it's 1:30. I'm gonna stop for lunch. Then I'm gonna go run this bucket. So we'll catch you in a minute. So it's kind of hard to see with naked eye, but we do have a couple pieces of gold sitting in our indicator mat. Then over here, I don't know if you can see all that well. I might have a specimen sitting over there, not quite sure. We're getting our usual garnets that we get up here. So that's a good thing. Like, means we're doing something right. My river sluice is not the best setup, but it's working. We'll take what we can get for right now. I guess I got this bigger sluice out here today. Been sitting here eating my sandwich and running a few little deals of dirt. But we're recovering gold. That's the point. So I'm going to stop jaw jacking. I'm going to keep running dirt. We'll catch you in a little bit. All right, well, it's the end of the day. So I didn't do a cleanup here. I'm gonna do that at home where I got some jet dry in a tub. Ended up running 6 buckets of material. Did see some gold in our indicator mat. Didn't film much today just because I was trying to get through. I got a late start this morning. And I'm also running a little late right now, so I'm gonna cut this short. So we'll see you back at the house and we'll clean up what we did for the day. All right, see you in a bit. And here's our take after our cleanup. I'll have to get this cleaned up some more and weigh it out, but it's probably not going to be that much, but damn sure I had a fun time getting after it. So this is probably the most gold I've actually gotten in Idaho, so I'm very content with it. I'm going to have to go back, maybe check out some more of those areas, do some more sampling, see if I can't find better paystreaks to get into. But that's it. Hey everyone, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. Hope you enjoyed our little adventure. So originally I had filmed another outro for this video and then decided to scrap it. Did some thinking about the work I did the other day and then some of the times I've spent up in this same area. So a little backstory. It kind of happened on this area a couple of years ago. And then last spring I decided to kind of go out and start working it. Spent a handful of days just kind of checking out random spots, doing a little bit of test panning, just fooling around, a little metal detecting. It's been a really frustrating area because normally a lot of the creeks I've worked, like I'll look at them like, okay, there should be gold there. We'll find something. We'll start moving up, trying to find like the Paystreak or the concentration, whatever it is we're looking for. Haven't had that with this area. So it's been a lot of the creek bottom is like this really fine alluvial sand and gravel. It's really light. So when I've been going around sampling, trying to figure things out, there was one day I dug down about 3 feet, never even got through to the bottom of that light sand. So it was getting kind of frustrating because the gold, I mean, gold doesn't follow rules. Gold's where you find it. But the usual places I'd look in a stream bed for gold, I wasn't finding it. I could never find a consistent pay streak. It was just random little bits of gold here and there. Like I'd find 4 or 5 pieces in a pan, start working that same layer that I'd find it on, nothing. Go up a layer, down a layer, not find a single thing. I'd find a ton of garnets, but nothing else. Excuse me. So for me, part of my excitement with this was I moved into an area, and this is just right next to what I'm going to start calling Moose Gulch, where I jumped that moose last week. Found a pay streak, started working it, moved a lot more dirt than I should, but it was a consistent pay streak, and that's where I got really excited. That's the most consistency we've had. So now that I've got that pay streak found, I know what I'm looking for, where it's sitting. I'm going to start moving a little further up the canyon, a little bit closer to the lodes, and start seeing, like, one, if our, because it's a pretty steep canyon and it's a really straight creek too. So it has a lot of speed in it. So I'm going to keep working those banks and trying to figure out where that gold's sitting, especially as I get up closer and where to look. So stick around because next week we're going to go back into that area again. I'm going to start working some of the draws that are further up from Moose Gulch. And hopefully we get some better findings and we can add a little more color to our pen next time. So thanks again for sticking around. If you made it this far, like I said, I really appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you somewhere else. Thanks again.